So, should be set up except for all that mic noise. But welcome to another solo episode / live stream of the kind of almost rebranded podcast. Let's see. We're telling your phone. Hang on, we're getting more followers. Whatever. Instagram, you're lying to me, and I know it. But yeah. So, Pat and I were supposed to record the show today, but as he mentioned in the last episode, that he was going to Comic-Con, so he had to prepare yesterday. And I went to a concert with my sister in New York City, so I was like, "Hey, I fucking forgot." So we're not gonna get a chance to record today. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I was gonna cancel." So I was like, "Okay, I guess it works out." And he's at Comic-Con today, and I think he's going the whole weekend. I think it's 3 or 4 days. I don't fucking know. I don't got his schedule. I have his work schedule, but that's practically it. Sorry, I'm just checking the message. I was tagging the sham one. Anyway, so tomorrow makes 2 weeks of not having a job, and it feels weird still. Like, I'm used to constantly being like, I gotta work, but I have to work because money in the situation I'm in, and but not working feels relieving in a sense, but then it's not, because it's like, hey, that money isn't coming through now, and I constantly keep checking my fucking unemployment shit, and it still hasn't gone through, I think. And the website itself says let 7 days pass for it to be processed. I was like, I get that, but I need money, fam. But yeah. So what I was thinking of doing is talking about the concert yesterday, because some hype, and yeah. So I still haven't listened back to all of the snaps I did, because I was trying to film for myself and a friend, and it was fun because originally I wasn't sure who I was gonna go with, because I remember I was next to my sister, and I was like, "Hey, look, 88 Rising is doing a concert," and she was like, "Are you going with anyone?" I was like, "No, I don't think so," because the person was working that day that I would really like to go to, and I think another friend of mine was vacationing at the time, so I didn't ask her, even though it was I don't know. So I was like, "You want to go?" And she was like, "All right, cool." Even though she's listened to Joji, and I showed her Rich Brian, but I didn't think she should be down for it. But then she was. So I was like, "All right, cool." I feel like it was a way of her to get out of her comfort zone. Hello, person that finally decided to join the stream. But yeah, and it was cool. So my sister got out of work, and then we just started going heading towards the trains, because the show started at 6:30, which I thought it was going to start at 7. I literally downloaded the tickets onto my phone, and it was hey, this show's at 6:30, and I was like, fuck, I thought it was at 7. So I go to my sister, she gets out of work, and we go towards the train. I took a shit ton of fucking change in my back pocket, a bunch of quarters and shit, because I don't really take the bus, and I don't know how much a fucking bus is. But then we just took the train to the World Trade, and then we literally just walked to fucking Pier 17, because that's where it was. And yeah, we walked in. We missed 2 people. Shit, I meant to search his name up earlier, but it'll show up hopefully. But when we were getting there, you see, because it was on a rooftop, so you would see all the people just oh shit, looks like people are getting lit already. And I was just fuck, because I didn't want to miss anything. Shit, I have a better idea if I search him through this method. Excuse me, that was gross. But yeah. So when we got there, we were arriving towards Ko. I think is how you say his name. Um. eh, eh. Why is this dude not showing up? Ah, I forget his name and that's just. Where's that him? I don't know. Oh well, I'm not gonna risk fucking up someone's name. But we missed someone before, but then we have Ko. I think that's how you say his name. Is a Japanese dude who is melodic, but also has elements of screamo in his music. Which when I first heard it, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But then that song that he was doing live, I was digging it. I was like, I have no idea what's going on, but I dig it. After that, Nikki came up, and she was doing her thing. It was cool. It was lit. She had like I love because like on the stage there were like these backdrops, and they were like as it was called aesthetic F, and they featured like these like it was like artwork, but they were moving. It was like gifs in a sense, but yeah, like she was fucking dope. And oh, sorry, I'm looking at the buttons on like this live thing, and I'm just like, what the fuck does this button do? But I'm not gonna fuck with that right now. So yeah, after Nikki, it was. Oh, I was like, let me check my phone, but if I do that, it's gonna fucking fuck with the stream. But I don't remember in order, but we had Higher Brothers, Keith Ape, who I haven't really listened to, but of course he did what he calls the fucking anthem. And she was fucking dope. Higher Brothers are like low key some of the best hype men. Like I haven't gone to many concerts because like I don't really listen to like trap music in general, but Higher Brothers are fucking dope. They know how to they have stage presence, and they have they know how to hype up their fucking crowd, and it was cool. I was really surprised that August 8th didn't like show up throughout most of the thing, and I was like, come on, he's part of the Midsummer Madness, and I had a feeling that they were gonna end the whole concert with Midsummer Madness. But yeah, there was also Rich Brian. Motherfucker's just doing the shoot dance on his first song. He opened with a gospel, and like it was cool. I was like, oh shit, and this is the one with X on it. It's my boy. But yeah, it was cool. Only thing with fucking Rich Brian though, he was like, hey, I need everyone to pull out their phones and turn their flashes on. And like whenever people did that shit, like Nikki also had that as part of her set, and fucking Rich Brian just goes, yeah, this is only for iPhone users. If you have Android, shut that shit up. So I was just like, oh, I'm offended. But yeah, this is fucking Rich Brian. Like, I'm sorry, like it was low-key so excited it just became like one big blur to me right now. But when Joji came out, I knew they were saving him for last because it's fucking Joji, it's Mr. Internet Boy himself, and he's so fucking chill with it. And like I love that like people still vibed like in a hype sense when most of his music is like low energy, fucking sad music. And like there was like these other people that we kind of ran into in the crowd, and they were like, oh yeah, let's jam to Joji and shit. And she was going on about how like some people formed a mosh pit for I think the show that they did in LA, and I was like, how the fuck is the live stream got paused? I guess because of my connection. I have no fucking idea. The people that went on there like logged off anyway. But yeah. Like, when Joji was doing this thing, so at the show, they were doing a mosh pit. I was like, how the fuck do you mosh to Joji music? Like, yes, it's sad. It's literally him crying about like an ex-girlfriend or some type of experience with love and that he wants to kill himself. Let's kind of fight each other in the fucking crowd. Let me try. If I aim it at the ceiling, will my fucking stream come back? Sorry, I low-key like woke up from a nap, even though it was kind of an hour ago. But I love that Joji was super fucking chill with his shit, and then like he was like, hey, now let's get to the real song that you guys came here for. And I was like, oh, which one is it? Which one is it? And it turned out to be fucking Slow Dancing in the Dark. Like, I think I mentioned it last podcast that I am working on the remake. I just like stopped halfway because I want to get that piano melody right. Because like I could just not include it, but I want to because it sounds pretty, and I also want to like be as accurate with my remake as I can be. Sorry that like I'm going through puberty. Jesus. But yeah. Fucking it was a dope experience. And when they called everybody out, I was like, oh shit. Here comes Midsummer Madness. And my only gripe with this show is that they made the crowd and they also performed the fucking Midsummer Madness like 3 times. Like, I forget if it was like after they did it the first time. Like, you just see August 8th grab the mic and goes, yo, let's sing this shit again. And then like he made the audience, like the crowd, sing it at like a cappella, and like I low-key heard like a piece of like my recording and I was like, oh, I thought I was on key, I sound bad. But I think that's just me in general because I do not like my singing voice, even though I was literally just singing before I recorded this podcast. But yeah, my bad, I'm sending a text message. Oops. What's it called? Oh, I was gonna look through the footage that I had for the concert, and I'm like, whoa, I'm blanking on everything right now. Cause like I also took pictures too. So yeah, it was Nikki with you'll probably end up seeing it on Instagram. One of the like art pieces that were like up there was like this kind of like sunset moon kind of thing going on with a girl looking into a mirror and she's like fixing her hair. I kind of didn't get it, but it looks pretty, and it went dope with this with the music, and also like just pretty colors in the background. What's it called? Yeah, after her it was Higher Brothers, and like they did, like I said, they were fucking hype as shit. It was lit. Let's see, who else was there? Was it Rich Brian afterward? Yes. Rich Brian comes up and he's like, yo, I'm fucking Rich Brian, I'm fucking your bitch. And Joji came up, and then after that is when everyone came out, and it was fucking dope. They even got Sean, who I think is the guy running 88 Rising, and the whole show was dopey dopes. I had a good time, and my sister liked it too. I was asking her after the show. I was like, hey, so who's your favorite performer? And surprisingly, she said it was Rich Brian. For me, I want to say it's a tie between Higher Brothers and Joji, because like, even though I wanted to go see the show for mostly Rich Brian and Joji and Higher Brothers, I was hoping that Joji was gonna do like some fucking epic shit with his voice. Speaking of like Joji's set, it was funny. Like Joji threw out like 2 shirts into the crowd, but I was too far back to try to reach for one, and you just hear like this one dude like Joji just is on stage, just like, hey, I've come bearing gifts like always, and he just throws a shirt to like a random part of the crowd, and like he throws one to like towards the side where I was, or where my sister and I were rather, and you see this one dude, he's like, all right, cool. Well, Joji's like, all right, cool. And this one dude's like, you only had 2 shirts? You whack ass nigga. And I was like, but that's my boy. For some reason, me doing an A-Boss thing got, like, the attention of, like, this cute girl with, like, her boyfriend and, like, this other dude in the back. Like, they were just fucking cracking the fuck up when I did that shit, and I was like, why? The only other gripe was, like, yeah, you know, people were drinking alcohol, and people that know me know that I don't do anything. I don't smoke, drink, anything. I'm just being perpetually sad. but, like, you know, I get that people, like, smoke cigarettes and shit. I just wasn't expecting people to do it, like, at the fucking rooftop shit. And, yeah, you know, people were doing their doobies and shit, joints, whatever. And I like, me personally didn't like the smell of the alcohol. It was the smell of fucking Heineken, which isn't the best smell. But, you know, people living their lives and shit. It's alright. It's cool. I just hope that, like, you know, my clothes didn't smell like cigarettes or weed or whatever, because I didn't want to get a fucking ass beating when I got home. But yeah, it was fucking cool. Yeah, I would go again. What low-key made me sad was, like, I wanted, like, there's another show in a few weeks, not for 88 Rising, but for Ninja Sex Party, NSP, and, like, I wanted to go, but the tickets were $40 each, and, like, this is when I was still working, and I was just like, yo, I want to go, but, like, I need to save up money to pay for the fucking semester, with, like, tuition and shit. So I was like, nah, I'll just not go. And I'm, like, low-key sad that I can't, because, like, for those that don't know, Dan Avidan, or Avidan, as I learned today is how it's pronounced, he is the lead vocalist for the group. I don't know why I'm, like, blanking out. But, yeah, he's like, yeah, you know, he's like, he's from Jersey. I don't know why the fuck I'm struggling to fucking speak right now. But, yeah, my excuse is going to be the fuck, what is it called? The live playthrough that I'm getting. Like, like, the second delay that I'm hearing myself speak as I'm speaking. It's like a word jammer. But, yeah, I was just like, I want to go. I want to see my boy Dan. Dan, I want to hug Dan. Please, let me hug Dan. And, yeah. I'm trying to... Fuck. I'm, like, blanking out on, like, what else I wanted to talk about. Oh. Fucking... I looked at the Netflix logo. I, watched all of Stranger Things within the past few days. Like, I was supposed to be doing homework and shit. Like, even now I'm supposed to be fucking doing homework, doing research for, like, my, one of my senior projects. Which, like, all the tabs are fucking open. Excuse me. All the tabs are fucking open, but I'm just, like, I'm lazy. And, like, I feel bad because, like, I'm, like, the weakest link of my group. And I even asked the people there, I was like, hey, so when do you guys need this by? And they just went, whenever you want or can. And I'm just like, don't tell me that. Because I'll put it off for as long as I can. I'm going to fucking do it. Because I want to graduate, please. Sorry, I like mini drowned. But Stranger Things. So I watched all of season 1. And I was like, that's dope. That's cool. Minor things that I didn't like about it, but it was an overall good show. Like, I know, like, almost any, well, not almost any, because Death Note and Bleach, I think, basically anime live-action movies, aren't well received, but some Netflix originals are very well received. Stranger Things being one of them. Like, I remember there were a bunch of people like, oh my god, this show's fucking amazing, oh, you should watch it, holy shit! And I was just like, cool. I'll do that eventually because I don't have access to a Netflix account, so I never did. But now that I do, I was like, oh shit, I can watch Stranger Things. And I really wanted to watch Stranger Things because there were like 2 videos that I have like in my playlist that were talking about Stranger Things specifically. Especially one of them from JK News being that there's a controversy about the ending. I still haven't listened to it. And I'm just like, what is this controversial ending? Like, what the fuck? And the other video was from this guy X-Forts, who mostly does JoJo's Bizarre Adventure videos, but he also did a Stranger Things video. It was called In Defense of Billy from Stranger Things Season 2. And I listened to that while I was doing laundry earlier. And I was like, okay, I get it. I get that, like, his character was supposed to be like I'm the tough dude and fuck you. But like, I kind of thought that they were going to be like, let me guess, he has an abusive dad. And then his dad showed up and I was like, haha, got it. The show was still well made, though. The CG looks good. The acting, I'm super surprised that these kids are fucking good. Like, I guess people are used to, like, well, at least I was also used to, like, kids from, like, the 80s. Like, you would see them in clips. They're like, I'm a child who says things. Like, literally an example of this was, like my mom was watching, for Latinos that know, La Familia Peluche, and, I don't know if the show's still running. I don't think it is, but, there's this, like, super tiny kid who's, like, I think the most recent kid that this family has, and, like, they were literally flipping this motherfucker over, and, like, just seeing them flip this kid, I'm like, this kid's, like, 3. Oh, like, did they make this kid's parents sign a waiver just in case, like, they fucking destroyed his brains or something? But, yeah, and, like, what I mean, like, by, like, the, by children's awkward acting, like, he's, like, legit a kid, but, like, he just, like, you see a close-up of this kid going, oh, la cosita, and I was just like, okay, they're paying you, kid. But, with the Stranger Things kids, I was just like, dude, I was not, like, it was funny, too, because, like, retro, like, looking back at it, I would always see the fucking Verizon, ads, and they would have the kid that played Dustin, and I was, like, I don't know why, fucking me being judgmental was just like, look at this kid, he has a lisp, and then I found out he's a kid from Stranger Things, I'm like, he still has a lisp. But then now that I watch the show, I'm like, oh, it's the boy. Because, like, for those that's, like, I guess, spoilers, even though it's already too late for that. Like, when Dustin is, like, fully set up with, he has, like, the fucking snowball dance prom thing was going on, like, and you see his fucking, like, his whole getup. I was like, oh, it's the boy. And, like, when he started dancing with Nancy, that fucking cheese that he had. The fucking cheese. His smile was so fucking adorable. But regarding the supposed controversial ending, like, I was talking to this classmate of mine, and I started the last episode, like, in class, and, I was just like, hey, I'm finally on the last episode of fucking Stranger Things. I've been binge watching this shit for like the past few days. And I mostly wanted to know because I heard that there's a controversial ending. What's happening? Are Mike and Eleven gonna fuck? Or what's happening? Or and then is the government gonna be after me because I apparently watched child pornography? I am sorry. Netflix set me up. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. I didn't know what the controversial ending was. And then I saw it, and I'm just like, this is controversial? Unless, like, I missed something, because they just showed the giant demon thing in the Upside Down, and it's like, roar, I'm the fucking, the mind flayer, whatever the fuck, rule, I'm a monster. So it's like, oh shit, did it break through the gate, or is there another one? Who knows? We'll find out when fucking season 3 comes out! Woo! And it was funny, too, because, like, last night, I was just like, yo, now that I have access to this Netflix account, I can watch all these fucking movies that I never got a chance to, like, all the Marvel and DC movies. I don't know if they have DC. I know they mostly have the Marvel ones, but, all the Disney ones that I missed, too, excuse me. I wanted to try watching The Incredibles 2, but it's not up. And, like, when I literally type in The Incredibles 2, and, like, Netflix was even like, did you mean The Incredibles 2? I was like, okay, cool, clicked it. and they didn't fucking show up. But there was Coco and Moana. Like, I haven't seen either, but like I know some of the music behind it, because Pat would always sing fucking "You're Welcome," and P and Patrick and I would always like do a parody of "How Far I'll Go," which was always one of the funniest experiences I'll ever remember. And my sister would sometimes sing some songs from Coco, and then I even heard that like, yo, this movie's gonna make you fucking cry and blah blah blah, and like it's a really good movie overall, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I guess. So then like it's like 1:30 in the morning, or like almost 2 o'clock, and I'm just like, because like Thursdays I don't have class, which is when I'm recording. So I was just like, let's watch Coco. And I see it's like an hour and 45 minutes long. I was like, let's watch Coco. And then like in my mind I'm like, yo, we should just what the fuck? I'm crazy. I was like, yo, I should just go to fucking bed. And like I'm like 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, yo, it's about to be like 2 something in the morning. Yo, it's about to be 3. Yo, it's fucking 4. And I was waiting for Remember Me to fucking play, because I'm just like, okay, I always heard my sister singing this. When's the song gonna play? Oh shit. Okay, it's not the kid singing it. When the fuck is he gonna sing it? And like, the movie got me choked up. And like, I don't know if it's because I'm also a musician, but like, I don't know, I felt bad that like, no one was giving Miguel the time of fucking day. Like, he was literally just trying to exist and be happy with music, but his whole family's just like, no, fuck you, you're a shoe nigga now. But, Jesus Christ, what's with my throat? But yeah, and then like the whole movie was cool. It was super fucking pretty. Like, I don't know, I'm not super like familiar with like movie terms, but I don't know if I'm even using it right, but like the world building that it had with like the land of the dead, I was like, yo, this is fucking cool. And overall, I was surprised, like, well, I don't know, I was kind of low-key expecting like the twist that happens, and I'm just like, it's alright. But it was still enjoyable overall. I really liked it. But I'm trying to see if there's fucking anything else that I can talk about. Logic had a new album. I have like 2 or 3 songs that I haven't listened from it yet, but I liked it. Oh, like, one of my biggest gripes was Last Call. For those that listen to the album, when I saw that it was 10 minutes, I was just like, okay, either there's a lot of features, or there's a bunch of bullshit that happens in this song. It was the latter. Okay, granted, Logic is literally giving his life story on this song. But those that have listened to Logic's like earlier projects, whether it be mixtapes or albums, he always mentions his coming up story. Which, those that don't know, he was in a bad family. His dad was a crackhead. His mom was racist. Tried to fucking kill him at one point. And like, he was living through all this negativity. There were drug deals going on. People were getting raped, murdered around his neighborhood. Even in the same building that he lived in. He's biracial. Logic's biracial. And yeah, like I don't want to like shit on Logic. Like yes, like Logic. Not every song or album has been a banger. But like, we've heard this. Logic, we've heard this so many times. And I think you know it. But regardless, like, the album, like, it was still good. For Last Call, though, when he said, oh man, when I heard Kanye's Curtain Call, or whatever the fuck his closer song was, and then he mentioned J. Cole's. because I also heard that one. I forget the Kanye one, but I've heard that J. Cole one, and I remember J. Cole also going on about some stuff. He's like, oh man, but it's just like, oh shit, I've wanted my last call kind of song, so we're doing it. And like, yes, he raps like 2-3 verses in that song, but then he also goes off on like tangents and like he's just like, yeah, you know, like I was homeless for a bit, and then like you're my aunt, like whoever, yeah, I love you, aunt. And I'm like, okay, I get this. It's a more personal song, and like I get the message, but I felt like it didn't have to be necessarily a 10-minute song. The most it could, if it was just like, because it felt like Logic wrote verses and then tried to fit like not empty thoughts, but like thoughts about the verses in his life in between. Now, I feel like what would have been better is like if he worded, like if it was all just a rap and it was him like focusing, like, you know, including all those details that like you know, tangents and everything. Like it was just the rap verse. Like he didn't need to stop like rapping while the instrumental is writing out, and like yeah, you know, like this is my story. It was like, yes, we know this is your story, and this is the last young Sinatra. We know. Come on, my guy. I still enjoyed it. The only songs that I haven't listened to from it are the Wu-Tang Forever, which actually features Wu-Tang Clan. It's an 8-minute song, so I'm assuming all of the members are rapping, which justifies why it's 8 minutes long. And Young Sinatra 4. Now, I heard the freestyle. Now, I don't know if that's the same thing, but that freestyle was like 2 minutes long, and this is 6 minutes. So, I don't know. I hope it's all enjoyable, and I hope he's not going on tangents on that. But yeah. Personally, I'm still looking for jobs. I applied to a couple yesterday, and I'm gonna try to apply for more. Like literally, I'm just gonna try to quickly edit this episode and schedule it for tomorrow so that I can focus on other shit. But yeah. That's basically it, I think. I like Stranger Things. I liked Coco. I almost cried. I got choked up, but I didn't cry. A tear didn't fall out. I wanted to, but then there was a part of me that was like, no, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't let Coco do this to you. And 88 Rising was lit. And like, I don't know. I hope that I can perform like that one day. I'm hoping. But yeah. That's all gonna be for me. There'll be a normal episode next week, hopefully. Yeah. So you can get at me almost anywhere on social media at Pink Armits, or if not, Pink Armits Music. Patrick, who's also at Comic-Con, so if you see him, go give him a hug, even though I hope he doesn't smell. Pat, don't smell, please. But go say hi to him. He'll be at I think like 1 or 2 panels. I forget the name of them, but just hit him up on Instagram and Facebook at Diamond Quality Cosplay. Jesus, excuse me. And Charlotte, cause she's a homie. Go read her comic Behind the Counter on Webtoon. It's fucking cool. It's lit. Charlotte, if you want me to voice act your comic, let me know. Please, pay me. I'm like low-key desperate for money right now. Please. But yeah, that'll be everything. There'll be a normal episode next week. I'm going to try to record a video based on like this song that I did for Chris Ponsalon, because I wanted to make a video, but then like I just never did. So let's hope that's a thing. And I'm going to do my homework. Alright, I'll see y'all whenever. Let me know if you liked my ramblings.